Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you very much for being here on this wonderful day of Govardhan Puja. And everybody understands English? Alle verstehen English? Okay. So it's a great honor and pleasure to be with all of you here on this wonderful day. And how much time we have for the lecture? Huh? Till 6. Woo! Okay, so we will try to say something about this wonderful lila and wonderful pastime of Lord Krishna, who is the master of all the worlds, who is appearing by his own will whenever there is a need. that the Lord appears and to make something for the benefit of us. And this lila is actually very, very wonderful. Probably most of you already heard many times about the Govardhan lila, as when Lord Krishna lifted the mountain, the hill Govardhan, on his small finger of the left hand. And so many beautiful reasons happened there, and why Krishna did this, what was happening while he was doing this, and what was happening before. But I will share with you just a simple few points. We will read together a little bit from how Krishna started to speak with Nanda Maharaj, this wonderful, intelligent conversation. Like Srila Prabhupada, I was listening today, Srila Prabhupada was speaking about Govardhan Puja. And as Krishna was speaking with Nanda Maharaj, trying to turn around the point of Govardhan Puja, the point of what the Brijbasis was doing, some rituals for Indra. And as Krishna was speaking about the specific topics, Nanda Maharaj was also speaking and saying something very intelligent. Lord Krishna was very intelligent, and Srila Prabhupada said, like father, like son. Because Nanda Maharaj, he said, because Nanda Maharaj is very intelligent, also Krishna also is very intelligent. You know, there is this rasa between, in the family, when you say that the son is like father, you know, then as father, like son. That's how they say in English. So Lord Krishna, even if he is the Supreme Lord and the master of everything, and he manifested everything what we see, he pretended to be just a simple boy, intelligent boy, but very simple boy who don't know like what is happening. In the verses before he started to speak with Nanda Maharaj, it was described who is he, and his powers and his might, you know, and his wonderful miracles. But even next to all this, he was speaking like a simple boy, you know. But he was speaking very beautiful point. We will touch this point shortly, because we have 15 minutes. So I'm not in Pakistan. When we were in Pakistan, you know, we could speak whenever we come there. We late for 5-6 hours, you know, and then kirtan was going on, and then at 1 o'clock in the morning, kirtan finished in prasadam, and then lecture, and then again kirtan, you know. So there's no time for these people there, you know. But we are in Germany now, so it's a little bit different. Everybody can hear me nicely? So I feel actually very embarrassed to sit here in front of you and speak. Only person whom I was seeing here sitting was my Guru Maharaj. And I'm actually a very small personality, and if Guru Maharaj would be here now, he would say so beautiful things about Govardhan Lila and lifting of the Govardhan hill, and such beautiful points he always makes. But okay, by his mercy, I will try to say something. we can say that this lila, Govardhan, lifting of the hill, Govardhan, is teaching us one very specific thing. It's about humility and to really properly stay in our position, no matter how much of praise we can have, how much of worship we could have, and how much of appreciation can be shown to us. How to, when people start to worship you and to glorify you, and it's not for human beings, even for the demigods, like it was shown in this story, in this lila. Even for the Indra was not easy. He became proud very much. So let us just shortly sing very, very special mantra. Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Take a deep breath. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Try to take a deep breath. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, I will just mention and share with you what I wonderfully heard a long time ago from one devotee about the 3 wonderful points from Govardhan Lila, from wonderful Lila of lifting the Govardhan hill. Today, Shri Radha Madan Mohan, they appeared again on the altar. They look very, very beautiful, and you cannot describe actually their beauty. So, the first purpose, as I heard a long time ago from this devotee, of Lord Krishna, he wanted to humble Indra, his servant, who was his servant. No matter who we may be, we can only serve with humility and not with ego. So this is the first point. Doesn't matter what kind of position we could get in this life. We should always keep ourselves to being humble, without ego. And like once Srila Prabhupada shown this very beautifully, there was some festival, and there was a lot of timings, and they needed to catch timings and to prepare everything on time. Srila Prabhupada was a little bit, disturbed, let's say like this, and some devotee who just came between devotees, he just came in the association of devotees. He said to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, you can just chant Hare Krishna and everything will be okay. And Srila Prabhupada, oh yes. And he took a japa and Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So this shows even Srila Prabhupada, who was in such a position and such a respected personality, he could listen from just a simple devotee who just came, simple devotee, who just came there, such a simple suggestion or instruction. It was more instruction than suggestion. Then the second, so first one, no matter who we are, we need to keep ourselves to humility. Even in the family, even if we are father or mother or some superior, children are much more clever than we think. Definitely, that's for sure. The second point from the Govardhan Lila, he wanted to glorify Govardhan. He wanted so much to glorify Govardhan, and many people, they didn't know actually who is Govardhan, what is Govardhan, and that Govardhan would accept so much troubles and pain on himself, while Krishna was holding the Govardhan on his small finger. Indra was sending so much of rain, thunders, so many heavy things, but Govardhan was all taking this on himself, protecting the Brijbasis. So this is the second point. First one is to try to stay humble, and not only then the second point is not just to stay humble, but to try to serve devotees, even if the situation is very heavy. And the third point, from this angle, Lord Krishna wanted to leave behind the culture of amazing festival like Govardhan Puja. Wow. Like we are today here, we all gathered and to celebrate this wonderful festival, to congregate together and to develop this beautiful, deep attitude of respect and worship of Sri Govardhan. Was actually a very great devotee of Lord Krishna. Govardhan actually is not different from Lord Krishna. But Govardhan was playing the Krishna's wonderful, one of the best devotees. And because the time is very short, I will read for you, to us, beautiful verses when Krishna started to speak with Nanda Maharaj. So we will just touch here one beautiful point which Lord Krishna wanted to express. So, Shukadeva Goswami said, while staying in that very place with his brother Baladev, Lord Krishna happened to see cowherd men busily engaging for the sacrifice to Indra. Lord Krishna and Baladev, they were so surprised how much effort they're investing to do all this, Then, even if he's omniscient, super soul, Lord Krishna is the super soul, the master of everyone, the Supreme Lord Krishna already understood the situation, of course. Yet he still humbly inquired from elders headed by his father Nanda Maharaj. Being it's not working. Anyway, maybe I shouldn't read. I will just shortly share with you the wonderful point. Srila Prabhupada was speaking on the lecture on the day of lifting of the Govardhan hill, how Krishna started to speak with Nanda Maharaj, with his father, with very humble attitude. Okay. Lord Krishna said, "My dear father, kindly explain to me what this great endeavor of yours is all about. What is it meant to accomplish? If this is a ritual sacrifice, then for whose satisfaction is intended, and by what means it is going to be executed?" Anyway, maybe it's internet, huh? Anyway, Lord Krishna started to speak with the father. What is happening? Why are you doing all this effort? All the people. And Nanda Maharaj, of course, started to describe, we are doing sacrifice. This is like our tradition already for a long time. We are all, having cows and growing fields and so many things. And we need the rain. And for the rain, we need to worship Indra, so to satisfy him and to get the rain, so to have nice crops, to have nice fields full of weeds, and the cows are happy and giving a lot of milk. And Lord Krishna started to speak. When he heard this, then he said that nothing should be done as a superstition, and everything what you do should have a result, isn't it? And then Srila Prabhupada said on this lecture, he said, in modern times, there are people doing so many rituals, even religious people doing so many things, but there is no effect, because nobody is doing really with the heart, with their understanding. So there is no effect there. And many people, they lose faith, especially in religion, because there is no effect. But, when we hear Krishna speaking this, we start to understand how Krishna is actually wonderful personality, open and universal. So Lord Krishna continued to speak with the Father in the style of Mimamsa philosophy. You do something and the result will come, So, but if you just worship like doing ritual, and you're not getting result, of course, when he started to speak like this, he also wanted to teach Indra on the heavenly planets, And to shorten the story slowly, Nanda Maharaj, after listening Krishna, his intelligent words, how nothing should be done without a purpose, nothing should be done with that. If it's not bringing the result, like we, like Srila Prabhupada also said, what is dharma? Dharma is something. Dharma should be done, but dharma, he says, is something what is not separable from water of dharma of water is. What would you say? What is dharma of water? It's wet. Yes, it satisfies the thirst. Yeah, it's wet. Water is wet. So you cannot separate. This is the dharma of water. But Srila Prabhupada said sometimes Muslim becomes Christian, sometimes Christian becomes Muslim, sometimes Hindu become Christian, sometimes Hindu become Muslim, and so many changes. We can change so many these convictions inside of us. But he said dharma is something that cannot be changed. So if people are changing this is not on the level of dharma. It's not real dharma. Real dharma means something what is unchangeable, something what you cannot change, what is constant part of you. So it's something what is spiritual, something what is transcendental. And Lord Krishna was slowly guiding Nanda Maharaj towards this understanding. And of course, on the heavenly planets, when Nanda Maharaj started to hear Krishna and to listen to Krishna and follow Krishna's instructions, they changed the tradition, how nothing should be done like this. Also, Srila Prabhupada said, dharma should be done with the heart, just like a dharma. You need to do this. But he mentioned the verse when, if you start to do dharma because of kama, you lost faith, you lost the taste, then you start to perform your duties, your things, what you need to do because of the kama or some material desire, or you start to do dharma because of envy, or you continue to do dharma because of fear. They was afraid of Indra, actually. If we don't satisfy Indra, so then, we will not get what we need. But that shouldn't be the thing. Lord Krishna started to explain to Nanda Maharaj, this is very shortly. If you want to go deeply into this story, please take tonight. It's still, you can manage. Take wonderful description of Srimad Bhagavatam, a wonderful book of Srimad Bhagavatam, and read this in detail. It's so beautiful. So when Nanda Maharaj stopped the tradition, and when they started to worship, as Lord Krishna told them, please, you can worship Govardhan Hill. Govardhan Hill is giving you all the time, everything what you need. Giving you water, giving you food, giving you the grass, everything whatever you need in Vrajadam. And Nanda Maharaj, of course, he listened because Krishna is Krishna. And when Indra heard this, he became very angry, because he thought this person, Krishna, he could see, Indra is very powerful. He is the king of heaven, He's the master of the clouds, like Srila Prabhupada said. He's bringing and taking away and rain and giving all this, what we could have, what we could need. And Indra became very angry, and he ordered his servants to start to send a huge, tormenting, very strong rain, and all other calamities and storms and thunders. But the residents of Vrindavan, they took a shelter of Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna lifted hill Govardhan with his hand on the small finger, and he was keeping it for 7 days. Under, everybody was thinking Krishna, well, probably he's tired, Krishna needs help. They was trying to help him. Even Cover Boys was holding a little bit with sticks the hill. And everybody was actually very safe under the Govardhan hill. Everybody was worshipping Lord Krishna, singing. Gopis was watching Krishna, and all Gopas and the residents of Vrindavan and elder Gopis, they was taking shelter in Krishna. And Krishna gave shelter to everyone, even in such a hard conditions. Imagine if this could happen now. Here, such a rain and such a thunders, we would all now be dead in 1 second, for sure. It was described that the rain was falling like a pillars like this, but much bigger. And then after some time, Ayendra understood that actually this small boy, whom everybody was worshipping, is actually directly Supreme Personality of Godhead, his master. And he understood how actually he took shelter of pride, of ego. And he finally came to Lord Krishna. And he started to apologize to Lord Krishna. He started to offer beautiful prayers. And Lord Krishna, of course, forgave Indra and taught him as his devotee, as his master, and Indra as his devotee. He taught him to stay humble, no matter how huge worship, how huge appreciation and the glory he could have. So through this story, shortly, as we had a small amount of time, we can learn really how take care that in the future, as our life is going, no matter how huge worship we could experience, or people can offer us, some appreciation deeply and glorify us. To stay humble, like my Guru Maharaj told me, Ojasvi, if anybody told you something in future, you do this nice, you just say them, this is the mercy of my Guru Maharaj. That is so sweet for me. So, I really accepted this very deeply. So, we can take these wonderful points from the Govardhan Lila, that we should never become proud, should always also be brave, humble, brave, to understand that the Govardhan, from that other side, that the Govardhan is such a beautiful devotee and a wonderful hill, which Hanuman brought. It is now another part, which is also very beautiful. And also, by the mercy of Lord Krishna and this Lila, now we have like it is described by devotees, we have this wonderful festival, and we can remember this wonderful magical pastimes of Lord Krishna. We can remember the miraculous moves of Lord Krishna and his beautiful universal intelligence. And really, if anybody from the modern people will read what Krishna was saying to Nanda Maharaj, they will worship him totally. Krishna is so genius. Krishna is so timeless and universal that you must worship him. With the wonderful, because he's so wonderful, he's the master of all the sweetness, and he's the king of all the sweetness. So, Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. So like we said, if you desire to know more about the Govardhan, please, you can take tonight, especially before sleeping, take the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. You can read wonderful conversations between Nanda Maharaj. And I mean, the whole Lila of it's a 10th canto, for those who don't know, 24th chapter, and you can start to read it. This beautiful, wonderful Lila of lifting the Govardhan hill. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Haribol. Jai Gurudev Maharaj ki jai.